Welcome back to Streamline Entertainment. It is Marvin speaking. We're going to get straight into a video, Love Holidays. And I did a video on Darren's Nightmare Holiday. And he's got a few more videos which he's put up, but like I said, he's keeps putting up, should I say, at the end of the day, of updates of what this was last month at the end of the day, but I've just come across it. So I put it up. This is update on what's happened, obviously, since he's got back from a holiday and trying to obviously get some of his money back from being let down. Was basically went to the hotel. Basically, I think it was somewhere in Turkey where he went, and basically they were mugged off, so they booked through a third party operator who absolutely completely let them down. So let's get straight in and see what Darren has to say.
Hey everyone, so just a quick update on our Love Holidays, Holiday from Hell drama that we had. For everyone that's watched the last two videos, thank you. I think it's at about 200,000 views between the last two videos at the point of making this video right now. So for anyone that hasn't seen the last two videos, go watch them, but just a quick overview of what's in the videos. Basically, we went to Turkey 10, 11 days ago. Booked all through Love Holidays, flights, package deal, hotel, everything. We flew out, had loads of dramas flying out. Got to the hotel 5 a.m. in the morning to find out that Love Holidays hadn't secured our booking and we had no hotel and that the hotel was fully booked. Go see the other videos for full details. But basically, Love Holidays left us with no use of amenities, no drink, no food, no anything for about 21, 22 hours before they finally got us a new hotel. And yeah, we also have a vulnerable son who's had brain surgery twice in the last 12 months. So not ideal to be left. He can't be fatigued and can't be dehydrated. Otherwise, it's detrimental to his health. But yeah, Love Holidays left us high and dry for a considerable amount of time. But go see the last two videos if you want a full update on that. So this is an update on how the holiday went, answer a few questions of the most common comments that we've had, and just a big thank you for everyone that's reached out and all the kind messages. So we did go to a new hotel eventually. We were transferred to the Delphin B Grand, which is a hotel we have looked at in the past. It's very highly rated. It wasn't the type of holiday we wanted, but as a family together, we made the absolute most of it that we could. And the main aspect of us going on holiday was spend quality time together, which we did. So the hotel itself, Delphin B Grand, is very nice, but it's very busy. The original hotel we booked, the Lago Hotel inside, Sido, sorry, is it's a quiet hotel. It's very calm. We had a luxury 2-bedroom family suite with swim-up room that overlooks the pools and the beach and the sea, and it was a very calm hotel that we wanted for us because we worked very hard and we needed some relaxing time, and also for my son as well because of his condition. Hotel we went to, Delphin B Grand, I think has got 900 plus rooms, so we're talking probably on average 3,000 to 4,000 people at this hotel.
Jesus.
Very busy, very loud. The hotel room that we were given was a single room with all of us in one room, not a family suite with 2 bedrooms, and a very, very small balcony that basically overlooked a tin roof of the entrance of the hotel. So certainly not the view or the private pool or the room we had booked and paid for with the original hotel. Also, the area we'd looked at going to Lara Beach before, and we decided not to this time because Lara Beach is lots and lots of hotels, very commercialized, whereas in C-Day, the location we was at is much more quiet. Plus, C-Day itself, you can go and see ancient ruins and see some culture and see lots of stuff like that, which at Lara Beach and Antalya, you don't have that as easy to assess. So holiday itself, very nice. Like I say, a lot louder, a lot more energetic than we wanted, but we made the absolute most of it and flew home yesterday. For the comments that we've had loads and loads of comments, and I appreciate every single one of them. And there seems to be two common themes. People saying, I booked multiple times with Love Holidays and never had a problem. And then the second type of comment that we get is, this happened to us also. Now, I would have probably been one of the people in the first comments. We've booked with Love Holidays many times in the past and never had a problem.
Mm-hmm.
But it's when there's a problem that you find out what the customer service is like of a company. And Love Holidays is absolutely disgraceful.
I think what they should do is at least pay some of his mobile phone bill, because I think it went into the hundreds, I think, even more than that, which is absolutely a complete joke considering what he was spending. And the time his family, 21 hours waiting to sort of go somewhere else, they must have been so tired. And obviously having a nipper that's obviously not well as well, which is just terrible. You would have gone absolutely crazy at them, but they weren't very helpful. And considering that they didn't actually ring him back once, which is completely out of order. So basically he's having to chase his own holiday. Otherwise they would have just left. Could you imagine if they didn't have the money as well? They would have had to sort of flown back, or maybe ask family, look, this is absolutely crazy. So they should be reimbursed somewhere. But like I said, I definitely, if you always book. I've had some. I remember I booked a flight once, and I think I was going to the States, something, and it was near Christmas time, and it was for a third party, and they said, so I paid like 1,500 quid, which was, for Christmas flight, it wasn't too bad. And then they rang me back about an hour later and said they couldn't get me on that flight, and they were and that they'd get me another ticket. And this other ticket they got me was, I had to stop off twice, but I already paid the money to them, and I was going to just reimburse me, and they said they could only reimburse me if they can't find me a flight for that time. But I ended up paying another 250 quid and stopping off one more chat. So it's best to sort of really check who you're booking with and making sure everything's in order before you go and there's no problems, and even check with the hotel that they've got your reservations. I know mine was a flight, but still it's an absolute nightmare when people take the hard-earned cash, and like I said, there's problems later. To
be fair. So I've come home and I'm looking to try and get my money back as much as possible for the holiday that we didn't get, and the stress and heartache that we went through.
Hopefully he's got a bit of insurance.
So I emailed them. I messaged them details. You have to go through their app if you want to make a complaint, and they limit you to 3,000 characters. So that made it very limiting to the amount of information that I could put into the email. But the email very clearly stated to them about how they didn't secure our booking and how they left us for 21 hours with no food, no drink, no nothing. How I was on the phone to them for 7 hours at £3 a minute at the cost of nearly £1,300 to us, which they haven't refunded. In fact, we had to get our own taxi to get to the hotel because the Uber they originally arranged for us got cancelled. So I put as much of that information into the complaint as possible. And I got an email back today from them, and this is just depicant of their customer service and kind of reflects the service we got when we was out there. So I'll read some of it to you. So we take all practical steps possible to ensure that the details displayed on our website are accurate and up to date, but we do rely upon the information given to us by suppliers and intended to present a general idea of the service and facilities being offered. Sometimes, particularly at the beginning and the end of a season, certain facilities may be withdrawn for reasons such as maintenance, bad weather, and lack of demand from guests due to low occupancy. We do apologise that the arrival at this property wasn't up to scratch. I didn't have a booking. It's not like I arrived there and it didn't have the number of swimming pools that they said it would have, or they put us in a different room that we had originally booked. We didn't have a room. We didn't have nothing. We had no use of facilities, nothing. And then it says the room allocation is at the discretion of the hotel when you arrive. I didn't have a room. Literally, they haven't even read the complaint that I've sent them properly and just come back with absolute jargon of crap why they don't want to give me a refund at all. So if you're looking to book with Love Holidays, look at my last two videos, see what happened to us, and make your decision based on that information. Once again, thank you for everyone that has commented. Thank you everyone that's watching all of my videos. And I will keep you up to date on the claim process, on how it's going, and if we get any of our money back or anything back at all. Like I say, we're considerably out of pocket with a £1,300 phone bill and other stuff that we had to cover just to get us to a new hotel and all the stress. But we made the most of the new hotel, and thank you to everyone that gave us all their best wishes. And
that was Darren, who's going to keep us, Darren Tanzer, who's going to keep us updated. So someone said, have you contacted ATOL? So to see the reply to that, people. For what? Nothing to do with ATOL or APTA. It's what they need. They regulate travel agents. Love Holidays pulled out of APTA in COVID as they didn't want to refund people. Wow. Wow, that tells you a lot at the end of the day. That really does. Same happened to me last year, someone else says. My elderly mum, I suppose, and my elderly mum, hotel threatened to kick us out if we didn't pay them £1,200. Oh my God. Love Holidays would not answer the phone. We had to pay again, then try to claim from them on our return. We took them to court. Yeah, I think, Darren, you might have to do that. I sued Thompson's once. I used my legal insurance with my house insurance. They offered me a derisory payment. I refused. All set for county court. They was actually looking forward to it. Week before, they folded like a pack of cards. Whole holiday refunded. Do not let this go to a decent solicitor. Will get you a full refund, even compensation. Yeah, definitely. I wouldn't give it up because it was appalling how they were treated. Surely it's a legal matter now. My son had 2 brain surgeries as well. So I know the stress you must have been going through. Nearly booked with Love Holidays myself this year, but luckily didn't by the looks of it. Yeah, definitely. There were some of the messages. People, let me know what you think. I do think he'll get his money back, but I do think he'll have to go legal to actually get it. It's because they're actually fobbing him off. But good luck to Darren. So if anything comes up by him, or I'll put his next video up to see how he's getting on. But I hope his obviously claim process goes well.